time. This is called Cascade Capri. It's our 12-inch portable 4-speed cooling fan with a remote control. Now, since we kicked this off at midnight last night, we've taken orders for 54,800, and everything that we can ship out immediately is already sold out. We're now shipping either June the 28th or July the 7th. Now, even if you're getting your color on July the 7th, there's going to be a whole lot of hot weather left in front of you, right? All of July, all of August, all of September. Good grief, here in Philly area, we don't cool off until November typically, right? I mean, even on Halloween, sometimes it's a toss-up whether the kids are wearing a jacket or they're fanning themselves as they trick or treat, right? So this is what it's all about. Don't miss out on this opportunity with a fan that right out of the box cools the entire room. Now, how does it do that? Special blade technology where it's going to cool left and right and up and down. So wherever you place this, it's going to send that air out and cool off the whole room. You're also going to have lots of bells and whistles here, built-in timers and speeds and all the things that'll make it great. And when you're not near the fan, no worries, look what it comes with, a remote control. So that remote control helps you control all the functions of this fan. Now, since we previewed this at the top of the show, in this show alone, 900 have already been ordered. Let me start at the top here with the sea glass. We'll work our way down, and I'll tell you when each color is shipping to you, so you'll know when to expect it. Now, if you're shopping for sea glass, it will ship out on June 28th, but only 900. After that, we'll move to a July ship week in the sea glass. Now, if you want the white, June 28th. If you want the champagne, June 28th. If you're shopping for the black, June 28th, but only 1,800 I can ship out on June 28th. And then finally the platinum. This is already moved to the July 7th ship week. All of this coming together for you at a really remarkable value. $58.99. Our today's special value price tonight, $38.98. That's a savings of $20.01. 3 easy payments, any credit card you use. And you know when this price expires? Tonight, 11:59. It's already 8:45 East Coast time. At 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, and when this show concludes, this deal will be done. Now, if I have any of the fans left, we'll be happy to place an order for you, but we'll be forced then to charge you a higher price, which is why you want to be shopping right now. All of my fans except the platinum ship on June 28th. It's already June the 10th. So it won't be long at all before we ship these out. And you got a lot of hot, hot summer in front of you. If you're in a particular room of the house, doesn't it make sense to cool that room instead of the whole house? Now, I have heating and air conditioning, central heating and air conditioning in my home, as most of you probably do. And if you're in your living room and it's a bit hot and you turn the air down, well, not only are you cooling the living room, but you're cooling the kitchen, all the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the laundry room, all the other areas of your house where you're not currently spending any time. And when you're cooling all those other areas, you're also spending extra money that you don't need to be spending. Why not cool off the room that you're in? And because this is so lightweight, carry it from room to room. Because when I get into my bedroom at night, it can be a little stuffy. I don't want to turn the air down super low and cool the whole house all night long. I want to turn a fan on. It'll keep me nice and cool. And the fact that there's a timer means that I can have this run for a while until I get sleepy and fall off to sleep. Because what happens to our bodies as we sleep? Our body temperature drops. If you keep a fan blasting on you in the middle of the night, you're going to wake up freezing, right? This can turn itself off. It's a fan with a brain. Let's bring in Scott Hine, who's going to tell us more about this great brand, this great fan, and we're going to convince all of you why you need to be able to circulate the air all through your home so you can cool that home sufficiently as these warm weather months now have arrived. Scotty, good to have you back, buddy.
David, so good to see you, my friend. I just have a quick question for you. When you went down to North Carolina a little while ago,
yeah,
why did you bring that weather back? Holy smokes. I mean, we're 10 days into June, and I think 7 of those 10 days have been in the 90s. I mean, you Carolina folks know that stuff. I can't do that here in Pennsylvania. Like, good Lord. And the reason I bring that up, obviously, is it has gotten really hot. So I don't know how many of you have been to the big box stores since this past weekend, but inventory of fans has changed quite a bit since then. So don't go looking for fans in July. And like you said, even if these come to you in a couple of weeks, no big deal, because it's still probably a better featured fan, more affordable and more fully functional fan than you would find at that point in time anyway. So now you're getting that rotating, circulating blade technology, and you're getting basically the power of wherever you are in the room. It doesn't matter. You're going to be cool. You're going to be happy, and you can enjoy those hot summer months, David.
Without a doubt, Scotty. And I'll tell you, as it gets more miserably hot, we're going to need, your air conditioner is going to be working overtime, right? And we all have areas of our home that even with the AC on, they don't get as cool as they need to be. Maybe that's the kitchen where you're doing some summer cooking. Maybe it's the living room where everyone's watching their latest binge episode of something that they're loving on TV. Maybe it's the bedrooms where the kids are trying to sleep and they're like, Mommy, Daddy, it's hot in my room. I can't go to sleep. Getting more than one of these and putting these around the house make a huge difference. Now, let me update you on colors, when they're shipping, what I have available, and then we're going to ask Scott to take us on a tour of the controls of the fan, because I think it's important to know there's a lot of technology built into this machine. Now, first of all, we've got Sea Glass up top. Sea Glass is very popular in this show, and I have 700 that can ship out on June 28th. And not many more to go around in that July ship week. After that, I've got white, and white is shipping June 28th. Champagne is shipping June 28th. The black is also shipping June 28th, and very popular, but only 1,500 to go around. And platinum is now shipping on July the 7th. Now, Scotty, let's come back up maybe to this white one. We'll start on this side tight, and then we'll just move our way across. Talk to us about the buttons here and what's represented.
Yeah, absolutely. This fan is absolutely loaded with features. Quickly, David, it's a 12-inch fan. So usually in this affordability, you would see an 8 or a 10-inch fan. This is a full 12-inch fan. So the bigger blades, the more air it moves. That button right there is the timer, 1 to 15-hour shut-off timer. So that's real easy. The next button you see, that smiley face with the arrows, that turns the rotating blades on and off. So maybe you just need direct air on something, no problem, you can turn it off. The next one, of course, is power. That's very obvious. Can we skip over that one? I just want to show you the last one and come back. That's just the speeds. So there are 4 speeds, basically economy, low, medium, and high. Now, when we go back to that button, this is the feature in all of my years of presenting fans I don't ever remember seeing. I don't think I've ever seen anywhere. It is called the wind setting. So the first setting is standard. That's how you'd normally use the fan. But the next two are really, really the kind of technology that sets Cascade apart. Evening wind is the second setting. What that does is slowly reduces the speed of the airflow throughout the night, simulating an evening breeze. That's the setting you use in your window or in your home as you wind down the day. Then the final setting there is called breeze wind. Kind of like to think of it as an island breeze or a beach breeze. It becomes a random breeze that makes you feel like you're in a hammock or laying on the beach. That's the setting I use in my own home. In fact, we took a little video last night when my wife was getting into bed. We set it on breeze setting, sat in the window, circulates that air throughout the room entirely, helps you get cooler, gets you to bed feeling better, and in my opinion, helps you get to sleep quicker because you're not hot and sweaty, David. I love this because it is loaded with technology.
Well, you've heard me say before, it gets so hot here in the Philly area in the summertime, it's muggy as a dog's mouth, right? And when you get inside and it's sticky and humid in your bedroom, and you can't even get under the bed sheets because there's so much moisture in the air, there's so much humidity in the air, and you just need to cool and dry everything off. The fan becomes your best friend. Place this anywhere you like. I love that you put it in an open window, pulling in that cool nighttime air. Maybe you put it by a register that is sending up that air conditioning from the central heating and air conditioning system in your home, and then it's going to send that out all over the room. Utilize your remote control so you're never having to get up to change a feature or increase or lower the speed. Here's a little videotape where this lady has it in her window. Oh, that's Scotty's wife. My goodness, I met her.
Yeah, that was the video from last day. That's India.
You'd think I'd know her better. Yeah, because I've met her.
That's okay.
On more than one occasion.
I don't know that you've seen her in her pajamas, David, in all fairness.
Well, fair enough. I've never seen her in her pajamas. But it's important to know that this is fantastic because you're pulling in that nighttime air now. Now, as she's reading or watching her favorite shows, she's more comfortable.
Yeah, and even in these 90-degree days right now, David, it becomes high 60s, low 70s at night. That is absolutely ideal sleeping temperature. So to your point, maybe back off the air conditioner a little bit, put one in each bedroom, get that evenly distributed, cool, refreshing breeze throughout the room, and then you get into bed a little happier, sleep a little better, waking up in the morning feeling a little bit better. That's really what I love here because David, you're a guy who grew up in the Carolinas. There is nothing worse than a hot July night when you can't get to sleep, you're sweaty, and the alarm goes off in a couple hours, and it's going to be a miserable day. Well, this is a kind of thing that can help solve that problem.
Now, Scott, we've got a little animation that talks about the evolution of fans, and I think for a lot of people, you're gonna recognize one or all three of these. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I love this illustration, David, because the arrows tell the story of why the Cascade Capri fan is just a better option. First alternative is the old school box fan, that old clunky, rusty hunk of junk, weighed 1,000,000 pounds, sounded like you're running a lawnmower in the house. But the biggest problem is it only shoots the air in one specific direction. So I remember my sister and I fighting at my grandma's house, trying to get in front of it to cool down. Plus, you can't put it in a window. The other option is an oscillating fan, but it's the same problem, David. It just shoots the air in one direction, albeit side to side. It's not much better, and you still can't put it in a window. But now we get to the Cascade Capri, the 12-inch fan, a really big, a nice, affordable, but large fan with that rotating blade technology. What that really means is that if wherever you are in a room, if there's a Capri fan in there, you're going to be cool, you're going to be happy, and you're going to just enjoy it throughout the summer.
And you're maybe wondering about range, and we've got a little pinwheel set up here and a fan over here. It's about 11, 12 feet apart. And look at the range that we're able to achieve with this fan. You're able to really understand that we can send the air clear across the room and make that much, much nicer. We've all been miserably hot, and we know what that feels like, and that's no good for anybody. No one's at their best when they're overheated. No one's sleeping. No one's working at their best. No one's going to be able to do what they need to do when they're hot and uncomfortable. There are lots of ways that you can be impacted by the heat. Don't let the heat ruin your summer. Don't let it ruin your day, ruin what you're working on. Don't let it ruin your sleep, because there's a better way to do it. An affordable way tonight to do it. Now, I can tell you that for the day, it's a huge number. Over 57,000 people agree with that sentiment. They don't want to be hot this summer. They want to cool off. They want to cool the various rooms of their house. Many people have bought more than one of these today, so they can put these in different rooms of the house, and that's important. In this show alone, we've taken orders for over 3,100. Now, we've sold out of everything we can ship immediately. All but one of my colors are shipping June 28th. Bear in mind, today is June 10th. It's almost June 11th. So we're shipping on the 28th. It will not be any time at all before these arrive. And when they arrive, you've got a whole lot of hot weather in front of you. All of July, all of August, all of September, all of October. Here in the Philly area, we don't start to typically cool off until November. Sometimes around my birthday on the 12th of November, it's still hot outside. It's still warmish, right? So we're going to begin up top with the sea glass. Very popular in this show. I have now fewer than 400 that can ship out on June 28th, and not many more than that on June 7th. So please get yours now while you can. Here's the white, shipping June 28th. Champagne is shipping June 28th. Black is shipping June 28th, with only 1,200 now left to go around. And finally, the platinum is shipping on July the 7th. Let's take a look at our value story, reminding you that at retail, this same fan, comparable retail price, would be $58.99. Our price tonight, $38.98. That's a savings of $20.01. If you had an extra $20 bill in your wallet tonight, would that be meaningful? Sure would be for me. Well, I mean, if they were open, I'd order a pizza on the way home. So this is what it's all about. Don't miss out on this opportunity to pick up 3 easy payments and make you and your family members more comfortable. And you may want to think about buying more than one of these tonight. Scott, before we go to the phones, tell me how much each fan weighs.
3 pounds, Really nice and portable. It's got the cord wrap on the back, the remote stores on it. Take it to each room, or with this affordability, get one for each bedroom. And real quick, Dave,